Good morning, people of Earth, and welcome to the fucking news with me, Deek Jackson. And Ollie. On the 5th of November, 2020, Happy Burna Catholic Jihadist Day, as it is in the UK, or Guy Fawkes Day, as we colloquially call it. It's November the 5th, and traditionally in the UK, it's Bonfire Night, a celebration mandated by the state in 1606, mandated by the state. And we'll come to all of that. First, let me deal with the American erection. It doesn't matter. I can't be bothered with it already. Really. Oh, yawn. Biden, Trump, it doesn't matter. Sure, it would be funnier. It really would. It would be funnier if Trump was in the White House for 4 years. I can't really bear the thought of watching Sleepy Joe mumble his way through sophisticated, well-presented Hollywood-style press conferences, being nice about everybody all the time and not saying anything, literally not saying anything he really means. Every one of Joe Biden's speeches as a president will be just euphemism and metaphor. It will be bland, asinine, meaningless, pish, and lies, essentially, lies. At least with Donald Trump, you got delusional truth. You know, at least with Donald Trump, you knew what kind of an asshole he was. And what kind of things he was thinking, because he wore his 2 brain cells on his sleeve. Joe Biden will no doubt have an army of scriptwriters flown in from Hollywood to devise the most mealy-mouthed, sugar-coated lies you could possibly imagine. I will be a president for all of Americans, except when I'm in the Ukraine trying to get a cut of their mobile phone business. Joe Biden, fuck you. And Donald Trump, fuck you too. And for anybody in America who thinks it will make the slightest bit of difference to your future, let me offer you a few thoughts. There will be no less plastic in your ocean, in your food. There will be no less poison in your air and your water. There will be no less greed, no less corruption. There will be no less planet fuck. There will be more people, and they will do more shit that shouldn't be getting done on this planet, regardless of who ends up in the White House. And so, plus ça change. Good morning, Jay Chadwick. Plus ça change, as the French say, which means the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's true. The American electoral system is to blame for you having this paucity of choice, which is no choice at all. And that's the way they intended it when they stitched it up. So if you think voting changes anything, go back to school, read the history books, and live your life in fantasy. Good luck, by the way. Good luck overcoming the coronavirus or the economic malaise or the global economic collapse coming due to the Great Reset, because the stuff that the real owners of the planet and everything of value on it have got in store for you is still all going to happen. Now, I know Trump was not in the club, and I know Trump railed against the Chinese virus, and I know Trump, in a sense, was the outsider to all of that, and he pulled America out of the IPCC Paris Accord and the World Health Organization, but none of that would change how you have to live. International flying, gonna be different. International travel, gonna be different. Not that most Americans will give a fuck, because a very small percentage of Americans ever leave Utah or wherever it is, compared to Europeans who are much more, if you like, traveled. But then the different countries are closer. I could visit 12 different countries in a day here. 12 different languages, 12 different cultures. So it's much harder for Americans to see a wider world. Nonetheless, the wider world doesn't give a fuck who you elect, and the wider world has got plans for you which are still going to happen no matter whether you like it or not. And Joe Biden won't make any difference. Neither will Donald Trump. Anyway, moving on. Burning Catholics. Oh, yeah. You'd think I would love this shit, wouldn't you? Burning Catholics Day. Woo! You gotta love a burning Catholic day. A day when it's okay to, to want to, metaphorically speaking, to kill religious people. That's what the whole celebration's about. It's wild. It's almost unbelievable. And in fact, it's so bizarre, nobody actually talks about it like that. We call it bonfire night, and now it's called firework night, because we're moving the narrative on from murdering papish Jesuit demons, which is what the Act of Parliament stated was happening. Let's just go over the history because it's interesting. In 1605, Guy Fawkes and a bunch of plotters were arrested. They were accused and charged with plotting treason against the king, who was not a Catholic. He was a Protestant. And Catholicism in Britain was being demonized already. There were, if you like, there was a power struggle going on, as there is to this day, between the Vatican and countries which would not like the Vatican to run their country and fuck their children. This battle was going on in Britain in 1605, and Guy Fawkes and his mates were arrested, charged, and then they were hung, drawn and quartered, I believe. I can't check because I'm using my phone to stream this, but I believe they were hung, drawn and quartered. Their bodies were stuck on poles outside Westminster Bridge. Those were the days. None of this, half your sentence off for good behaviour and would you like a PlayStation in your cell? No, we cut you open while you're still alive. We pull your guts out. Then we behead you and stick bits of your body on pikes near the House of Government. Just so you know who the fuck is in charge, okay? So the king, either fearing for his authority or his life, basically fitted up Guy Fawkes. This was like one of the first false flags. There were Catholic plotters. I'm not trying to white guilt anybody. I don't give a fuck what colour you are. If you're stupid, you're stupid. It doesn't matter to me. Honestly, I would... just so everybody knows, I would fuck anyone, black, white, pink, polka dot, and I wouldn't feel bad about it at all. I don't think white people need to feel guilty. What about man? If you won, you would do it to me. You would do it to me. So anyway, so the Pope. The Pope was struggling with Britain because Britain was becoming Protestant and the King was not Catholic anymore, and the Pope would have liked nothing more than to usurp the King and replace him with a good Catholic king who did as he was told and accepted Catholicism in the country. Just to be clear, Catholicism was just a giant business in the 1600s. Let me give you the experience of the people of Fife. In Fife, the Catholics owned half of the land, which they rented out to peasant farmers. They built monasteries and churches, and they charged you. They fined you if you didn't go to church. They fined you if you didn't go to church, and they burned you to death if you claimed there was no such thing as God. Pretty good business model. Terrorize people, steal from them, rape them, control every aspect of their lives. So the king... fearing that his power was being usurped by the Pope, rounded up some Catholics, claimed they were plotting to kill him, and then passed a law. This is the good bit, and this is the bit that plays into today's coronavirus scamdemic, right? This narrative was published by the king, by the state. The state made a law saying that every year on November the 5th, every church, every chapel, every place of worship in the country had to call everybody to the churches and read out the Guy Fawkes proclamation. The proclamation read something like, we hereby give notice to all the papist, Jesuit, barbarian, malevolent, malignant, evildoers of this land. Strong stuff. Blah, blah, blah. You won't be tolerated. If we catch you, we will kill you and fuck you up. And everyone had to attend. This was a compulsory state church service. No one was allowed not to go and listen to this proclamation, which went on, for an hour and a half. It was a lengthy tirade against Catholicism and papists and Jesuits and the demonic forces of the Pope. Those were the days. Oh, man. You know, in this world of political correctness, I yearn for a government that can produce such an anti-religious law and make it stick. And the fact is, they did make it stick for hundreds of years. Hundreds and hundreds of years, the people of this country were forced to listen to that proclamation once a year, just so that they got the picture. Catholics are bad. Catholics are bad. Catholics are bad. And that is how the state controlled the narrative, the consciousness, the reality of people of this country. But now, things have all changed. They're changing the story because they can. In fact, they can tell you any story they want anytime because they control the virtual cathedrals, the virtual churches, the places where the congregations go, the television, the radio, the newspapers, the internet. Have you ever wondered why disinformation and fake news is being taken off every vehicle, every platform? It's not because they may be true. They may be pish. It doesn't really matter. They're just competition. And the official narrative, demonic papists, yada, 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 yada. That's what they want you to believe. And that's why the coronavirus laws, for that is what they are now, laws about coronavirus, the people have been arrested for denying coronavirus existed. People have been arrested for denying that coronavirus was real. Now, again, I'm not saying that stuff isn't pish. I'm just saying it reveals the strength of the need of the state, the king, whoever he is, to deny the alternative stories any oxygen at all. And if you thought that the days of the 1600s, where the king could just proclaim that papists were evil and have everybody compelled to attend, were over, I urge you to look around Britain, where our cities are being ring-fenced by the army and people are being forced to take tests, where people are being forced to wear masks and wash their hands because the story is there's some great disease. And the story will continue, and it will get more bizarre, and your freedoms will become lesser and lesser and lesser until G4S are knocking at your door to inject you with some poison from the World Health Organization. I swear, I'm not a fucking alarmist, man. I'm not even an anti-vaxxer. I'm all for vaccines. Yeah, man. Measles, mumps, rubella, polio, typhus, smallpox, they were all good. They saved lives. They were public health campaigns that actually worked and reduced disease and mortality in populations of poor people. This stuff is pure fucking Walt Disney, and I won't be having it, and I urge you not to have it either. They repealed the law. They repealed the law on burning Catholics in 1865, along with many other mandated state celebrations. Oh, lordy, 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 we must celebrate the king. They repealed all those laws forcing you to celebrate your king, queen, whatever, in 1865. But they didn't repeal any of the flag-waving, treasonous laws of denying the sovereignty of the state. In fact, denying the sovereignty of the state, treason if you like, laws still exist to this day, and they are the exact equivalent of Burn a Fucking Catholic Day. Fuck the state. Fuck your government. Fuck the White House. Fuck your president. I don't care which president you wanted to elect. Fuck him. Fuck states. Fuck governments. Fuck nationalism. Fuck borders. Fuck you telling me what I can or cannot do. All the fucking time. Forever. I don't care which day you say it is. Martin Luther King Day, Christmas Day, Easter Day, fucking Labor Day, fucking Red Flag Day, Poppy Day. Fuck your days. Fuck your fucking narrative. Fuck your Walt Disney. Fuck your bizarre fantasies about controlling the lives of the minions that you fucking lord it over. Fuck every single one of your bizarre fairy tales. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to burn a Catholic effigy in my garden and celebrate the dominion of secular people over bizarre religious beliefs. Really, I am. I'm going to enjoy this state, almost, previously, this previously sanctioned opportunity to decry religious fanaticism. And death to extremists. Who's with me? Death to extremists. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.